Looking eastward down the right-of-way that the Canadian National built through here in 1929 to connect Shellbrook with Turtleford via Spiritwood. This is Mont Nebo, Saskatchewan. It's Sunday at noon, July 20th, 2014. Mount Nebo got its start when J.M. Cameron set up a stopping place on the Fort Carlton Green Lake Trail back in the early 1900s. On May the 1st, 1902, he opened a post office, likely in his stopping place, which closed on November the 1st, 1929, the very same day that a new postmaster, Joseph Friedman, opened a bureau likely on the railway's town site here. That old log cabin there used to be the post office at one time. And here's the new school. I guess the kids go to Shellbrook or Shell Lake for their education now. This is all glacial lake bed in through here, really light sandy soil, not real good for crops. It was opened up to homesteading about 1900. Oh, there's something going on at St. Luke's Anglican today on Railway Avenue. Just off to the left stood the station, a freight passenger shelter built in 1930 at a cost of $1,200 at mile 19.2 from Shellbrook. It was sold off in 1974. With it stood Mont Nebo's two elevators, both built in 1928, one by Saskatchewan Wheat Pool and the other one by Searle. The pool ended up owning both of them and closed them in 1980. Just before CN pulled the steel off the right-of-way. Mont Nebo was never incorporated as a village. It was always just a hamlet, a ward of the RM of Canwood, number 494. And the old hotel is sometimes open. There was another store in town, but it closed in the 50s or the 60s. Don't know what stood in the corner there. And looking eastward down Railway Avenue. There is an evangelical free church in town. And the flour mill stood just over here. There was a skating rink, a curling rink, and a big old livery barn that burned down sometime during the 1970s. Mont Nebo, Saskatchewan.